Hey guys, it's Troy Casey here to talk about the truth about focus, or the focus about truth, however you wordsmith that around. So let's unpack this. Many people are suffering from confusion about the future. They're not focused on their work, they're not focused on their health, and they're not focused on their family, the things they desire most. The first and foremost thing that you can do for yourself, especially if you're a man or anybody out there, if you're a human being, it's a good idea to get clear on your purpose, your dream, your legacy. This is the first chapter in Ripped at 50. Dream, purpose, legacy. Your legacy pillar. What will you leave behind? Getting clear on that from your heart's desire. What do you love to do? What would you do if time and money were not an issue? Because if you're not doing that, instead you're selling your soul for money, and you're hating your job, your life, your boss, your existence, driving in traffic, working for a military contractor like Raytheon and making bombs, and maybe it's antithetical to life itself and it's eating away at your soul, right? And there's nothing wrong with paying the bills. However, if it's eating away at your soul, eventually it will wreak havoc in your life. You will not live your dreams, right? If you focus on what your heart desires, your dreams, then you can be clear and then you can have focus. Most people don't know what they want. So my 3 certified health nut hacks are going to be breath control, body control, and mind control. So let's continue to unpack this. So breath control. The mind stores tension in the body. We have breathing mechanics. When the mind sends a signal that there's some kind of existential threat or there's some kind of threat, we hold our breath. Or worse, we breathe from our panic receptors, our neck, and our mouth. And so it's very important to harmonize your breath, optimize your breathing mechanics so your diaphragm is opening up. You're not hitting the panic receptor, fight or flight, right? Because if you're breathing out of the mouth, it will release cortisol. Cortisol shuts down digestion and stores fat. It also, elevated chronic cortisol can break the body down, create inflammation, stress. These things all, they ruin your dreams, right? So getting focused on your dreams and what your body needs, what your mind needs. And so breath work is essential for that. You want to clear the brain? Let's do 10 breaths. Open up the breathing mechanics, fly like an eagle, right? Hold. That was about 10 breaths. That starts to clear the mind. That starts to oxygenate the blood. And the mind becomes clear so you can focus. So breath control is essential. However you get that breathing, however you do your breath work. Of course, I have my Breath is Life course that takes you through all sorts of breathing exercises to rebuild your breathing mechanics and also do slow breathing or more dynamic, fast breathing. And so everyone's constitution, his personality is different. And so optimize the breathing, because if you want to control, if you want to control the mind, control the breath, ultimately. And so get down with your bad self when it comes to breath work. And all my videos on YouTube that I did on breath work are free. The one I did with Elliot Hulse, all those will help you. If you start to taste some clarity, trust in that and build upon that. Focus on yourself, focus on your breath, focus on what matters most. You cannot really change the world, right? The world is a projection of what's going on inside of you. So you have to get clear on what's going on. If the breath work clears your mind, boom, there's your new meditation. There's your new morning habit, your new evening habit. Moving on to body control. The body needs to move. Movement as medicine. Right? The body requires movement so the thoughts can flow freely in it. Mind is an embodied process. We are all mind, ultimately. We are all nerve endings going out into our fingers. Brain ganglia material goes out into our nervous system. So we are all mind. The body has a drug manufacturing facility in it. When you exercise, you release cannabinoids, you release serotonin, dopamine. These are the feel-good chemicals that make you feel good, right, for the day. So start an exercise program in the morning. If you're not adept to exercise, don't try and go out and do high-intensity exercise. It's going to raise your stress levels, raise your cortisol levels, if you already have raised cortisol levels. So you have to balance, know the difference between working in and working out. Working in is defined at 90 heartbeats per minute or less. And you can still breathe and talk. So walking is the #1 exercise I prescribe for my clients. It's very rhythmic, and it's the way the human being is designed to move through time and space. Get some good footwear and or no footwear or minimal footwear, and get out there and move the body, clear the mind. I started running recently because running's a little bit more high intensity and it's quick. 20 minutes in, 20 minutes out, you feel great. And if you can lift some weights, any kind of movement that gets you going in the morning, but walking is enough. Get those feel-good chemicals going. So, breath control, body control, now mind control. This is probably the biggest aspect for focus. And again, we already discussed the dream, purpose, and legacy. It's very important work. If you haven't read my book, I recommend going back and reading the book. There's 3 profound exercises. I'll give you the most important one, or one that maybe set you on your way for this video right here. Go home and write your eulogy. You're dead as a doornail, your casket's here, your family members are out there, your best friend's on the podium. This is the life that my friend has lived. And become the author, become the authority of your own life. Get clear on that which you desire. You want to climb Mount Everest? You want to open up orphanages like Mother Teresa? Get clear on that. You want to have a family? You want to have children? Well, you're going to need a wife for that, or a husband. And so get clear on that and become the person that you want to attract. I see on the dating apps, and I see people, men complaining about women and women complaining about men. Be the person that you want to attract at the highest level. Talking also on mind control, I was talking to my brother recently, and he was giving a presentation on a health Zoom. And he was talking about taking your inventory at night. And if you spoke out in error or you were wrong, come correct with yourself, because that's going to eat away at your soul. And make reparations and or apologies where they are due. Take ownership of what is yours. Clean your side of the street. Keep your real estate all in check, right? Be a good neighbor. And make apologies. Otherwise, that will eat at you. Clear that stuff up. You want a clean slate every day. So check in with yourself at night. Journaling at night, journaling in the morning is handy. Another aspect of mind control is gratitude journal. This is going to help you focus. As Americans, as Westerners, we have so much. We have so much. We have our fingers and our toes. Some of us. There's some that don't. I have my fingers and my toes. I have my tongue. I can speak. I live in America. I am free to speak. There's so much to be grateful. The principle goes, when we are grateful for what we have, more of what we want comes to us. Divine providence moves through us. Divine providence moves through us when we are clear that that is what we want, what we desire, what we are calling forth, what we are alchemizing and wordsmithing into our life. So get clear on your dream. Go through your gratitude journal. Be grateful for the things that you have morning and night. If you have never done this before, I challenge you to 100 consecutive days. Everything that I'm grateful, 3 things I'm grateful for in the morning, 3 things I'm grateful for at night, and then go through the inventory and see how your day has gone. Those little journaling aspects will help you with your focus. These are all helping you with your focus, and you're getting clear. And let me tell you, from working with extreme athletes, Robbie Madison, Ryan Hughes, these guys have broken bones and sent home to die by the hospitals, and they keep going. They keep breaking world records. So the mind is a tool. When you focus it properly from what the heart desires, you can cut through the fabric of reality, no different than the Wright brothers wanting to fly like an eagle, or Robbie Madison putting his motorcycle up on the Arc de Triomphe in Las Vegas. And then actually jumping down, which is not part of the stunt, but he was in the moment and he was focused. He had the vision of jumping up onto this thing. And then when he was up there, he jumped down. He had the focus. He was clear. And when he achieved that, he felt invincible and went back down the ramp, right? This is focus. You can do the same thing. I believe in your greatness. We all have the seeds of greatness. We all have the seeds of darkness. What are you choosing to focus on? Are you choosing to focus on the wrongs that another person did and how bad they are and how shameful they should be and how they should be in prison, etc.? Or are you focusing on your side of the street, cleaning your side of the street, taking care of your own real estate? How healthy are you? How functional are you in business? How functional are you in your relationships? Do you need challenges there? Reach out and get help. Watch another YouTube video if you're having relationship challenges. But focusing is very simple. What did you say, Curtis?
Make yourself great again.
Yes, that's what we are doing here. We are making yourself great again. MIGA.
Yeah.
And so let's see if I covered all this. Let's get beyond the noise and the BS and focus on what matters. Breath control, body control, mind control. Control yourself. Focus yourself. Quit putting the external, your attention externally. Wanting to change the screen of a movie. No, you got to go to the projector. The one who is projecting onto the screen of life. Focus on your truth. What is your truth? I'll leave this on the truth. The highest philosophical thought from Descartes to Plato is I am. That is the only truth. Everything else is conjecture, opinion, story, hypothesis, theory, etc., etc. It has no ballast in reality unless it lives inside of a human being. So talk is cheap. It's all an internal job. Focus. What matters most? I need water. I need food. I need shelter. I need fire. These are things. Living out on this land, when you got to go get firewood, and firewood costs money, by the way. And what are we dealing with? We're dealing with a debt slave economy. So you got to perform good in that little game just to get your firewood today. Same thing with the shelter. Same thing with the food. Water is still relatively free. So play the game at the highest level. Focus. Focus on being the best, cleanest, purest version of yourself. God bless and have a great day.